What actor or actress stupidly left a movie franchise or TV series thinking they were too good for it, only to be never popular again? Terrence Howard was in Iron Man 1 and was going to become War Machine. This was the very start of the Marvel movies, the MCU. He got bounced I think for asking for crazy money. Don Cheadle replaced him for Iron Man 2 and all the movies beyond. Not exactly the same as your question, but Sean Connery turned down the role of Gandalf for $30 million plus 15% of profits, which would have got him about $450 million. He said he didn't understand the script, so next time he was offered a script he didn't understand, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, he took it. Ended up so disappointed in the product that he retired from acting. Late to the party, but Stuart Townsend was the original casting for Aragorn in the LOTR movies, but during pre-production and rehearsals he refused to practice things like swordplay, horse riding, action choreography etc., always responding "You'll get it on the day." Peter Jackson decided he couldn't work with him. Viggo is brought in literally on the first day of shooting and the rest is history.
My ex-girlfriend was on a soap but as a regular extra. They were starting to give her speaking roles, got her SAG card, etc. Once she got her SAG, she demanded more speaking roles or she was leaving. She never got another role after that. Imagine being an elevated extra and thinking you can make demands like this. Oh no, you're gonna leave. But we can't do the show without you.
Leo DiCaprio almost missed out on Titanic because he didn't read for parts. James Cameron said something along the lines of, "Okay, thanks for coming in." Leo responded along the lines of, "Wait, if I don't read I don't get the part?" And Cameron explained he'd be working on the film in post for several years after Leo was done filming and he wasn't going to take the risk of casting the wrong person just because he was popular. Not quite your question, but I found it interesting. Leo's career could have been derailed if he didn't immediately humble himself to a screen chemistry read with Kate.
Brian Dunkelman was co-host of season 1 of American Idol with Seacrest, and then quit. Over the years it has toggled back and forth between whether or not he would have been fired anyway, but in at least one interview he admitted to quitting, and then almost becoming suicidal over it. This kind of happened to Topher Grace, from that 70s show. He left to be in Spider-Man 3, and I don't think he was what was wrong with the movie. He has popped up here and there and has steady work. But he definitely didn't launch into stardom. That being said, that later seasons of that 70s show were just plain bad. And he looks almost identical to the way he looked 20 years ago now that he is in that 90s show. Dude seems to have made out just fine.
Katie Holmes dropping out of Batman to do a bomb called Mad Money. With Nicole Kidman, the ex-wives of Tom Cruise. Edit. Nicole Kidman was not in Mad Money. My mistake. Katie Holmes turned down a lead in Orange as the New Black. Katie Holmes turned down the role of Buffy in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer TV series. Remember when Katherine Heigl was nominated for an Emmy, and she withdrew herself from the nominees because she felt the writing hadn't been good enough? I feel like her career never recovered from that. She also went on to say she didn't like the film Knocked Up which she starred in. I think talking shit about projects you're involved in is a really good way to burn your bridges. I nominate Harrison Ford as the opposite. He hated Star Wars and the character of Han Solo. Thought it was all pop fantasy junk which, to be fair, it kinda is. But it made him very rich and kept him famous. So he put on the vest and got back into the pilot seat despite strongly disliking the franchise and his character. He even consented to come back for the sequel trilogy despite his age and the fact that he could never spend the money, simply because Star Wars was so big it kept his name in headlines.